Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls, so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This precious building is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no.
Good morning, Amy. Welcome in, love.
Yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the
How you doing?
living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Grand rising to everyone. How's everybody doing on this fantastic Friday? Thank you for that heart me, Amy. I appreciate that, beautiful. Thank you. We got a show. We got a show today. We're gonna do 3 segments. Well, kind of 2.5, right? So kind of 2.5. But before we do that, let's make sure we do our disclaimer.
Female voice.
Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age 18, we request that you leave alive now. Enjoy.
Tiffany, good morning to you, beautiful. Hey, thank you for that heart me and thank you for the gold popular. I appreciate you. That's right, Amy. I'm gonna say it. Woo woo. Let's get it started. I wanna pin that though. I wanna pin your comment. I think I might be clicking on your name. Yeah, I was. Okay. At that pin. Thank you for the roses, Amy. All right. Besties in the building. Good morning, Jenny. Tony. Welcome in. Thank you for that heart me, Jenny. I appreciate that, bestie. Let's dive right in. Thank you for that perfume. Thank you for the perfumes. You said more than one. Thank you, Jenny. You said more than one. Thank you. Okay. First, let's start it. And this is the small segment. This is nothing. We're not going to do the whole audio on this. But this is what I want to bring this up, okay? Because we talked about Biggie's ex-wife before. Jenny, thank you for the tiny dinies and the heart puffs. Thank you. Now, my personal opinion, and it's only my opinion, I've always said that Faith, she don't move right. It's something about her. I felt like she wasn't truthful about her and Pox, their thing. Then when the trial started, we heard that she was possibly a plant for Puffy Jacket to keep tabs on Biggie. And that's how the whole marriage and however short amount of days when they got married, that's what that was for, allegedly. This is allegedly. These are just things that's being said. I don't know for a fact. These are just things that's being said, right? In Kim Porter's book, and Jenny, thank you for the stickers. In Kim Porter's book, she has stated that, Faith had some interactions or encounters with Puffy Jacket and herself. Those her words, not mine. Just her words, alleged words, right? Because they still say the book is not her words, but Jenny says Faith was only interested in herself, and I believe that that is a great and honest statement. Even after Big done passed away and all of that. Right, 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 Amy. Allegedly. Let's make sure. Hold on.
Male voice.
Allegedly. That way we don't have people tripping, because you know there's you see how I be going on over there on my other account with this one person over Tisa Tales. But in any event, so we gonna say allegedly, right? Definitely put that out there. She was with Steve, what's his name? Stevie J. She was married to him shortly, and he was Big's man, right? When Big was alive. So I'm just saying. Yeah, Stevie J. That's right, Amy. Stevie J. So I'm just saying. I really, we talk about character, and that makes me question hers a lot. But anyways, to go on, she's being sued for $100 million by Wayne Barrow. Now, before we get into that, let's break down who Wayne Barrow is. Wayne Barrow is an American film producer, talent manager, and businessman. He is the founder and co-owner with Mark Pitts of Bostorm Entertainment. He is the CEO of Barrow Films, CEO of Brooklyn's Finest Inc., CEO of Stormtroopers Entertainment, and vice chairman of the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. Christopher Wallace being the one, the great, the legend, Notorious B.I.G. But now it says he's a co-owner. He's a founder, and it says co-owner with Mark Pitts of Bostorm Entertainment. So let's find out who Mark Pitts is, because I don't know. Back in the 90s, when we would buy tapes and stuff, you would read, well, some of us would read the inside cover and see the credits and stuff like that, who wrote the songs, who produced songs, stuff like that, right? And we would see Mark Pitts' name on a lot of Notorious B.I.G.'s songs and tapes and stuff, right? So who is Mark Pitts? Mark Pitts is a record executive and talent manager who has been the president of RCA Records since 2021. He previously served as the president of urban music at Jive Records and Zumba Label Group. Pitts has also held positions at, watch this, Bad Boy Entertainment and Arista Records. Let me read that again. It went too fast. Let me read it again. Pitts has also held positions at Bad Boy Entertainment and Arista Records. He's known for working with top artists like Gusher, Chris Breezy, and T-Pain. Pitts is also the CEO of Bostorm Entertainment, whose roster includes J. Cole, Miguel, and Ro James. Now, the reason why I read that, I emphasize the part where it says he held positions at Bad Boy Entertainment and Arista Records. The reason I said that is because it was stated before that a lot of people wasn't really looking out for Notorious B.I.G. like they should have. Now, I'm not accusing him of that, but I'm saying, like, really mainly who I'm talking about is people not looking out for Notorious B.I.G. is Puffy Jacket, who owns, Bad Boy. So that's really why I'm emphasizing that. Now, Wayne Barrow also had a hand in the movie, producing the movie Notorious. So, but he's the one, not to get it misunderstood. Wayne Barrow is the one that is suing Faith Evans for $100 million. Let's find out why. Shout out to MREC TV.
I'll get back to y'all. Give me a second. So shouts to Hot New Hip Hop, right? Faith Evans hit with a major lawsuit over the Notorious B.I.G. mother's estate. Damn. Remember,
Thank you for the hand
Coletta
heart. I
Wallace, Biggie
appreciate that,
mom,
Jenny.
she pretty much
Hold on. Gotta give you that. Reality Base said the Clips album. He did that too? Oh, and welcome in, Reality Base. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. I would have definitely greeted you on that. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
built this estate for Biggie from the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because Biggie finances wasn't right, so she started from ground zero and built this estate up, you know, to what it is now, $100 million estate. And I think Faith has control of it, you know, has control over it. Let's get to it. So it says, the notorious big, hold on, let's get it. Yeah, where it starts at. Okay, Faith Evans is facing a new lawsuit from Wayne Barrow, a
Dropped
record
last
exec
night, and it's the album
who
of the
became the
year. Okay, I gotta
executor
go listen
of the
to it.
estate of the notorious B.I.G. mother, Valletta Wallace, following her death in February. Barrow is accusing Evans of allegedly refusing to share profits from a catalog deal with the estate. According to Billboard, the filing claims Valletta managed a significant portion of the assets the notorious B.I.G. left behind after his death through a LLC. It further claims she sold half of these assets to a primary Wave before her death. In turn, Primary Wave owns a major portion of the rapper's music catalog, as well as various rights to his name, image, and likeness. With that being said, this is allegedly makes her responsible for divvying up shares of the profits from the catalog to Wallace Trust. Miss Evans has distributed sales proceeds to Tiana, CJ, and presumably to herself. Barrow writes in the lawsuit referring to Biggie's two children. She, however, was wrongfully withheld the trust, shared the proceeds in the amount of redacted. He further alleged that Evans has completely refused to work with the trust and keeping Barrow entirely in the dark about the business and affairs of the LLC. Barrow's adds, Miss Evans' actions are particularly troubling, given that, unlike Mr. Barrow, she has never previously been involved in the LLC's management. With the lawsuit, Barrow wants a court order forcing Evans to provide the trust with his share of profits, which he says will be donated to Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. Additionally, he wants to take Evans' position as manager of the LLC. He cites her continued misconduct and disregard for her obligations.
Okay, so now with that being said, exactly, Amy, exactly. That's not good. That's not good. Reality Base says they mishandled the legacy of Biggie and Tupac. Facts. W Reality Base in the live. I agree. They did. Jenny says Faith greedy shouldn't even have access. Exactly. And see, and that's what I'm saying too, Basie. I mean, Basie. I'm putting Reality Base with you, Bestie. But right, Bestie, that's what I'm saying. So allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because this is just Wayne's words, not mine. But so I'm gonna say allegedly, she didn't even have anything to do with Big's foundation or anything. Christopher Wallace's Memorial Foundation. She had nothing to do with it. But then the second that his mom passed away, and I guess by her being his ex-wife or whatnot, I guess maybe it fell down to her, came down to her. However, it went whatever. My point is, here she is swooping in and gaining profits from it. If the only thing she done right, if I can see, is that She gave some to Tiana and CJ. Amy says, so was Faith even on the LLC? I would assume no. No, she wasn't. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. That's why he was saying she didn't even have nothing to do. She wasn't even a part of it until, now that his mother passed away, now she's taking over it, or I guess claiming ownership of it. And not keeping him like in the know about how funds are being delegated. She's not doing that, and she's not putting none towards the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation, which is what his mom wanted it to go to. So she's kind of and I'm not gonna say kind of, but she's disrespecting his mom too, because if that's what his mom wanted his money to go to, even though she passed away, you still got to honor that if you respect her. You see what I'm saying? Jenny says, hopefully they can keep her off and away. That'd be the best thing, because I think she will misuse that. I do. It's just Grams. Good morning to you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Amy says, I wonder if it's written somewhere on the bylaws of that contract. I wonder, or I know you said you had a court date. So hopefully the judge takes all of this into consideration. Reality Base says she's not trustworthy. She's still lying about sleeping with Tupac. That part right there. That part right there. Like, why? Even we're decades moved over from that, right? So like, there's no reason to even continuously lie. Plus, by you marrying Stevie J, who was once Big's producer and friend, if you could do that, then we already know you have no qualms messing with Pac, right? Dimple Cheeks, good morning to you. Been missing you lately. You okay? Amy says, I wonder why it wasn't handled straight by the attorney. That's so weird. Yeah, I'm wondering that too, especially if they were already over it and stuff like that. Why wouldn't the attorneys take care of it from the start? Dimple Cheek says, going through it. Okay, well, do we need to rally together, or is it something you got handled? Oh, work. Okay, work got you busy too. Is it work related? Is that what you're saying? That when you say going through it? I'm not trying to get nosy or get in your business, but I am offering. We all come together and help. Oh, she said, I've been missing your lives. Okay. Okay, well, if it's work related, we all good. She says, not nosy. I appreciate you. Thank you. I just want to make sure you know. Thank you so much. Like, I'm not. I'm just wanting to help. I don't, She said, work, life. All right. Well, just know this. You know where you can come if you need to talk, you need help. We'll shut this kind of stuff down to help family, man. This is, in a cat on your leg. What kind of cat? Where you got a cast? You might need surgery. Ooh. Nitria, good morning. Welcome in, bestie. My left foot. Did you fall or something? Thank you for that heart, Nitria. Nitria, I appreciate you. Booty mother effing Bree, welcome in. Okay, we're going to go to the second segment real quick, all right? Thank you, Nitria. Nitria said, you're welcome. You're my fave. Thank you. Thank you, W. Nitria on the live, please. Thank you for that. You're awesome. Who said that? Oh, it's just Grams. Thank you. Amy says, who is the attorney for Wayne Barrow? Let's go and find that out. saying. Here, let me go to this Yahoo article and let's see when it's talking about why is Faith being sued over that. Let's see if they say his name. No, it's not mentioning his who his attorney is. So we'll have to go down a rabbit hole on that to try to see if we can unearth that. We'll have to do that. Dimple Cheek says, no, wait a minute. I saw it and then it went away. No falls, just wear and tear. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you, Bestie. Okay, you're going to try to find it. Okay. Amy said, I'll do some homework. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Amy. All right. How many of you all remember the content creator that I was speaking on about when he was trying to harass Tisa Tales outside the courtroom? And then I told you to come to find out he has similar charges that Puffy Jacket had, and that he wasn't even supposed to leave Texas, but he did. He went to New York and didn't report that to his probation officer. Okay, you remember. Okay. Well, he says after attacking Tisa Tales, Ratchet TV said, I'll do it again. Okay, first of all, first time was crazy. Told you he was crashing out, but now for him to say he'll do it again. Now, when Miss Lowdown, when we was listening to her audio, remember I told you he was also picking on her or coming at her. Well, she told us. We listened. Now, she put up his charges or, in his court cases and stuff like that. Well, the thing about that is that was, definitely shouldn't have been messing with people when you weren't even supposed to be there. It's definitely bad to go at content creators or facts. Amy said that, and that's public knowledge. It sure is. Ms. Lowdown was not wrong for what she done. That is public knowledge. You are so right. And then for him to tell her or to make the statement that he will basically have somebody come and take her out or whatnot, like making threats like that, that's wrong, right? Well, it seems, and shout out to Reek Ruger. This is my first time ever seeing anything of his. However, Reek Ruger has this video where he's actually posted a video of the guy from Ratchet TV. I don't know his name. Somebody in a comment put his full government name. But in any event, it's his ex-girlfriend. And she talks about what he did to her. It's just Grams, threatened her. Yeah, he threatened Ms. Lowdown. But now we have an ex-girlfriend. We have the video of her talking. And she talks about an incident that happened between a time where he abused her. Let's put it like that. All right, let's go.
Do you remember beating me up pregnant in the shower? How many times I told you to get off of me?
1 out of 4 women experience severe intimate partner physical violence.
All I wanted to do was leave. All I begged
Just saying good morning,
for you to
Bestie.
let me go home.
On average, 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner.
You can't turn black women against Ratchet TV. My whole platform is built up off black women. I've covered so many black women cases on this platform. I have opened up my platform for domestic violence survivors,
Can you all hear? I know they got music playing. I can't take that out, but can you all hear it? Demetrius, one time Supreme, welcome in. Johnny James, welcome in. Okay, you can't. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Or trafficking
Thank you,
survivors.
It's Just
I have
Grams.
opened my platform up for women who have been battered, abused. This platform.
What about the women that you battered and abused? Did you open up your platform for them too?
I'm warning you, and I'm on my way. I'm trying to keep telling you. I'm telling you. I'm in the car right now. I'm on my motherfucking way. I tried to warn you. I'll see you tonight.
That is him threatening his ex on the way to abuse her, physically abuse her, man. Like you know. Dimple Cheek says all the masks are falling off. Yes, all like it's. But you know what, Bestie? We remember we was saying that for him to just be like that, just crashing out for Puffy Jacket like that, man, it had to be something to it. It had to be something to it, right? And come to find out, it is. El Calzone, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it, Bestie. Jeannie said birds of a feather. For real. Yeah, exact. For real. For real. We didn't know all of this. None of this had came to light or anything like that. Right? Hey, that's it. One of my moderators, can we pin Amy's comment? Yeah. Oh, you did it. Never mind. I mean, you approved it. Yeah, that's Ratchet TV's. You know, that's his name. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but yes. That's it. That's it right there. It's Just Graham says you put him with Dippy for a bunkmate. Right, kick him in there, right? Ah, It's Just Graham says, who are your mods? I have what, 4 or 5? There's Jenny. There's Pink Tech, Natty, Jess Ann 86, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, and I apologize. But yeah, I'm not. But she's right. Amy's right. You know. Yes, Doc Holliday. That's it. That's my other one. Yep. And they do an outstanding job. They really do. Keeping me in line, giving me advice and telling me how we need to basically conduct our shows. Like, it's really a team effort. That's why I say you see me up here talking, but that saying behind every strong man is a strong woman. Well, I got strong women behind me. And they keep me in line, you know. And not to get too, personal, but Pink Tech and I have had a personal relationship back when we were teenagers. So with her, she's, like I said, they're strong. They're going to tell me what it is. I've already spoke on Jenny. You already know how Jenny is. I told you. She lets you walk right into the meat grinder. Like, you just, but she's straightforward. She's honest. And I love that, Yeah, way back. I mean, so far back. Man, Okay, you'll be back. All right, we'll be here, Dimple Cheeks. Jenny's amazing. She is, like I said, I could do a whole show about her, just to how fantabulous she is. And yes, fantabulous isn't a word we made. That's one of our words. Fantabulous is a combination of fantastic and fabulous at the same time. That's Jenny. And I love you so much too, bestie. And thank you for you're awesome. She's tough as nails, man. Outstanding. Great mother. Great sister. Love it. So yeah, that's the recording of him calling and while he's on the way to do these
Tried to
things.
warn her of what exactly?
How many times did you sit on my chest?
I really can't believe you gonna have me drive 8 hours, bro. Like, you really gonna have me do this shit. Look on your phone and see if I'm really not on my way to your crib. Look, I'm on my way, bro. I see it now.
Who cares how long you drive when she didn't want you to come in the first place?
That part.
You want to talk about how you wanted to force me to have an abortion?
Oh, we love TikTok Shop.
And
You
after
know,
I denied
TikTok Shop is amazing. Thank you for that heart, me Natty. Welcome in. And that's my other mod. Good morning to you. Amy says she is straight up a honest person, and she aligns for sure with channel 100%. Absolutely. I W Amy in the live for that. That is true. Amy said he's diabolical. Exactly. Just to think now, you driving 8 hours away to do this? Like, come on, man. But here's what that shows. You have to be able to you've got to add premeditation in there. You should be able to do that. I don't know if you can, but you should be able to add premeditation. You drive 8 hours to go and do something like that. You mean to tell me in 8 hours you hadn't thought about this? You can't drive 8 hours and say that it was a spontaneous thing. That just doesn't add up. At least to me, it doesn't. I could be wrong. Who am I, right? Thank you for the club. Cheers. I appreciate that, Jenny. Amy said, yeah, he isn't rap tight. Exactly. Look, this time for him, for the VOP, I don't think they should even consider letting him walk out the courtroom. Ooh, what was that? Amy, that was beautiful. Potato in Paris. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, what was that? That was pimptorious right there. I like that. Never seen that before. Thank you for that gift, Amy. Man.
that. You wanted to beat my ass till that kid came out?
What in the world?
Listen, Sapphire, I'm sorry for what you went through. And I speak for all the real men when I say this. That piece of shit is a poor excuse for a man, and you did not deserve that. You ain't deserved that at all. And neither does anybody.
Yeah.
That man has a pattern of doing this. But you know what I found kind of funny?
I don't
He
know
only
if
has
she
a
had
pattern
it or
of
if he
doing it
made
to
her
women.
cause her to lose it.
That poor excuse for a man, the man that enjoys being called ratchet,
Yeah, bless that one.
the man that has a following of other grown-ass men that like to be called ratchet, those men do not represent us.
Facts. Facts. They do not. And Jenny said he planned to put hands on a woman and taunting her along the way, giving Michael Myers vibes. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Man, y'all are lucky I don't know how to share a screen on here yet and play like stuff that because I'm telling you, once I learn how to do that, oh, it's OV. They can't stand us now. Wait till I learn how to do that. You know? And I mean, and the reason why I wonder, I may be able to take this picture and share it on my page, but I'm assuming it's his mugshot. Yeah, mugshots.zone. So his mugshot, you got to see his eyes is like, yeah, he looks like a skinny dinosaur. But I mean, okay, Lord, forgive me. That came out too quick. I'm sorry. That came out too quick. Let me Men in Black, y'all. I didn't say that. That came out too fast. I was thinking too fast. It came out. I couldn't catch it. But yeah, I'm gonna take a picture. Yeah, see, I don't know how do I do that, Amy? How do I? Well, I don't have it saved. I tell you what. I'm gonna save it, and then like after the show, and then I'm just gonna come right back on with a live, and I'm gonna show it to you. or I might just do a video and put it in the back. How about that? Because I wouldn't be y'all friend if I didn't show y'all. This dude looks deranged. He looks deranged. And I say that. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Thank you. Amy, girl. Look. Yeah, okay. I'll make the video. But she just did his name. Good morning, Bestie. How you doing, Marie? She just posted his name, so you all can go and see that. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a video with it. Facts. Good idea. Grand idea.
We are not the type of men to fly from Texas to New York to go outside of a courthouse and support Diddy. We are not those type of men. And we're sorry that you went through that. No woman or man deserves to go through that.
Diddy.
You ain't no different from Cassie. You ain't no different from Cassie.
Okay.
You another Cassie Ventura.
Thank you, Natria. Appreciate that.
I had to do it, Armand.
You had to do that?
I had to do it, brother.
Adrian, I just looked
It was easy.
at
Now, if a nigga was out here doing all that line, I could do the same thing to him.
No, you wouldn't, because I would shut your
Bestie, I can't wait for you to
ass
get here in a
down.
couple of weeks. I cannot
be quiet around a real fucking man.
We got to
You
go
hear
out.
me? You be quiet. You wouldn't even think to pull a stunt like that.
True.
You ain't no different from Cassie. You ain't no different from Cassie. You another Cassie Ventura.
And you're a wannabe Diddy. And women around the world are in fear for their life and are 3 times more likely to die
We love
to a
TikTok
man
shop.
like you.
I left. And when I left, I was already over 3 months pregnant. Almost 4 months pregnant. With bruises from my rib cage to the bottom of my breast.
Ooh.
To my fucking throat being fucking swollen like a motherfucker.
That part, Natty. Natty says that's
bruises
right.
on
She
my
is
arm.
she is like Cassie, another survivor. I love that.
And I guess she's just lying too. She just made it all up. It's just a figment of her imagination. She just imagined you coming over there, putting hands on her, sitting on her chest, preventing her from leaving, holding her at gunpoint. All this stuff
We love
is just
TikTok
made
shop.
up. The mug shots are made up. All the public information out there on you is made up. The old folks home and the SA that went on there is made up. All the victims from different places that have no clue who each other are. None of them know each other.
Why is this dude even out? Why is he even free? Can y'all hear me okay? Why is he even free? What sense does it make for him to be free after doing all of these things? What sense does that make? What he worked at a retirement facility in SA. Did I hear that right? Hold on. Let me go back. I want to make, because I don't want to say something that's not true. Let me make sure I heard it right, because it could be just me. I could.
It's just made up. The mug shots are made up. All the public information out there on you is made up. The old folks home and the SA that went on there is made up. All the victims from different places that have no clue who each other are. None of them know each other. They all just banded together and made up these stories about you. About you, Greg. They made up these stories about you.
Change
You're
your
the
name,
victim,
man.
not them.
Please.
They're all liars, right? Like Cassie. They're all liars. None of the footage matters. It doesn't matter, right? We didn't see you do this. We didn't see you run up on her for no reason. We didn't see it. You're the victim. That's the sick game these weirdos try to play. They try to spin the whole story. They want control in the first place. Control over a woman. Ultimate control. to the point of putting their hands on them. And then they gotta control the narrative. Please hit the like button to support this channel. And if you're enjoying this content, subscribe for more
That's wild,
content
man.
like this. And he says, and I quote, "No one man should have all that power. Y'all still mad at me? I'ma spin the block and do it all over again." Yeah, because that makes you tough, right, Greg? That makes you tough? So why didn't you approach any of the men that were in support of the victims? Was it only Tisa that was a victim advocate out there? Listen very closely, because there's a lesson that can be learned here. There's always going to be weak, frail-bodied, punk-ass men like Ratchet out there in the world, okay? There's nothing we can do about it. There's always going to be a guy like him. But ladies, listen up. It's not your fault that a man like this will put his hands on you, attack you. You can't even trust him around your kids.
That's crazy.
But what you can do is leave.
Yeah, he did,
Notice the
just
signs.
She said exactly.
This
He
is
said
a
it best.
grown man
Weak.
that identifies as
Facts.
ratchet.
Jenny
a
said that
grown-ass man that
textbook
identifies
narcissism.
as a ghetto
Exactly.
female. Let me know down in the comments below if this is the type of man that you would allow to lead you. Is this the type of man that you would trust to lead you and your family? Is this the type of man? It's not. It's not. That's why he has to take it by force. One characteristic that weak men like you usually have in common is that your presence doesn't command respect. Not amongst women, and especially not amongst men. Notice the devil horns he throws up in every pic to get the attention of Diddy and Crowley, the Crossroads demon.
Wow. Yes, Jenny, thank you for that. Happy Friday. And yes, it is. It is a happy Friday. He just pointed something out now, but like I said before, we've done shows on the original platform about certain symbols and hand gestures that these people make when they want to show their affiliation to the machine, right? Jessian said he is speaking so real, giving me goosebumps. Yeah, this is my first. I've never seen this video. This is my first time ever watching any of his content. So, but I can say I will probably be subscribing to him because I do think he is definitely on the right path in what he's saying. So, Ratchet is doing this thing right here, right? And that's your devil horns right here, you know. So he's throwing that up in the picture. But once again, shout out to Reek Ruger for this. I wouldn't have never caught that myself. But he just broke it down perfectly.
Notice the devil horns he throws up in every pic to get the attention of Diddy and Crowley, the Crossroads demon. Also notice the horny emojis that he's also made his signature emoji in his chats. And the hearts. That is not only disrespect to veterans, but also a blatant disrespect to domestic violence victims. To my ladies,
yeah, he has it in purple.
hit the like button.
You all know that the domestic violence color is purple. Ribbon color is purple. And so he has a purple devil, a purple heart in the middle, and then another purple devil. This guy.
You've ever experienced domestic violence at the hands of a man like this. And to my fellas, if you have a mother, if you have a wife, if you have a daughter, if you have a sister, an auntie, hit the like button. And even if they've never experienced this, if it ever happened and you knew that this was the person that did it, hit the like button if you would hurt this man. Because if it was someone close to me, or hell, if I just witnessed you doing it, if I was there at the Diddy trial, I would have put hands on you.
I was wondering why nobody
and feet.
did that for him.
God is working on me, but he ain't done yet. And I don't know if I'm all the way there to where I'm going to just sit there and watch you attack women and not do nothing. At the very least.
So this says, and it's a banner that popped up on the video, and it says news, Ratchet TV charges upgraded to kidnapping and sexual assault.
I'm gonna say something. And
Be the
then
light.
ball
Good
is gonna
morning,
be
brother.
In your court
Welcome
on
in. How you doing?
respond. And if you respond in a way I don't like, it might go left. You heard?
Something just in the
Amy
air,
says,
bro.
"Oh no, she did have a
real
child with
reporting
him."
didn't come out
Ah,
about
man.
this. This was not trafficking. That's why the jury went with
That's
they
not-
moved. Why would the jury say he sex trafficked Cassie when it clearly shows in all the messages that he didn't? Why would they say he trafficked Jane when it clearly showed in the messages that he didn't?
Why would you put hands on Sapphire and say you didn't? Why would you violate your restraining order and say you didn't? Why would you essay those old folks and say you didn't? You see how that works? We both can play that damn game. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit the like button. You heard? There's women out there suffering right now due to men like you. There's women out there that can't leave their homes and feel safe because of men like you. And probably men too, because we know you swing both ways. And today
Hey.
we're here to raise a...
I told y'all the way he was talking to Armand Wiggins. I told you the way he was talking to him. There was some flirting going on. Man, when I tell you, Reek Rugen is on point.
awareness, because there's a lot of women that follow you that don't know who the real you is. They know who Ratchet is, the man that identifies as a ghetto female, but they don't know who Greg is. And to those of you that still support this man, that are unaware, let me please introduce you. This is Greg, and this is what it looks like to be a woman that follows him.
God, Ratchet, you did not call out Tisa Tails. Ratchet TV is so shiesty. Hold on. Sherlon, watch my purse. I gotta go. He's about to call out Tisa.
Look how excited she is. She's running.
Hold on, guys. Let me change my camera around.
What is happening here?
He's calling out Tisa Tails. That's what's happening. And I'm here for her. She lied 1,000 times. She's a liar who lies, period.
This is what happens when punk-ass, female-identifying men turn women against each other.
Buy wig. Buy wig. Buy wig. Buy wig.
You gained your momentum off the lies you told on P. Diddy. Now go back and apologize to her family for lying.
She also lied on Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. She hates black men. She's a colorist.
Man, these people.
We're going down Tisa Tails for being a lying ass bitch. What happened?
If you're a victim of domestic violence, subscribe to the channel today, and you'll no longer be a victim. You'll be joining a community of people that will
This
stand
guy,
up and
man.
defend you and will speak out against this evil. Until next time, it's your boy Reek Ruger. Ruger poppin', who can stop it? You heard?
Man, once again, let's give it up for Reek Ruger, man. Reek Ruger in the live. And I just subscribed to him as well. And on that note, it's a good time for me to do this. Ladies, gentlemen, if you are suffering through DV right now, if you know anybody that's going through DV right now, and they feel like they don't have a way out, check this out. The National DV Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. Let's repeat that again. 1-800-799-7233. That is the National DV Hotline. Please share. Wow, that's just, man. Amy, thank you for the budding hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to Jenny. Jenny just reached level 16 in the fan club. Let's give it up to her. Let's give it up for Amy. Amy just reached the fan level 10 in the fan club. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know if it'll let me do both, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Okay. I'm gonna try. Let's see if. Oh, no, that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we're gonna do that one, right? I'm gonna put it down. I'll put it right here. No, why does it keep taking it away? All right, I'm trying to celebrate you all. It's giving me the option to do it, and I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Let's go. Done. I'll put you right here. How about that? And then let's see if it'll let me add you on there, Jenny. It yours went away as well. Oh, this is neat. This is neat. All right. Okay, it'll only let me do one. All right, so okay, y'all. So I was trying to keep both of y'all up there, but it won't let me. I was trying to, but thank you all. Thank you all. I celebrate you both. Philly in the building. Good morning. Thank you for the rose. How you doing? Oh, I forgot. To my fellow Georgians, our Georgia State DV hotline is 1-800-334-2836. Once again, Natty, thank you for the bounce speakers. Let's give it up. W Natty in the live. Billy said, what's poppin', Mr. ATL? Ain't nothing. You know. What Big Boy say? Just cooler like a polar bear's toenails, you know. Georgia DV hotline. 1-800-334. Natty, thank you for the bouncing speakers. I love seeing that float around. That is beautiful. Shout out to Natty. Natty just got the #1 gift badge on the bounce speakers. Philly, thank you for the you're awesome. I appreciate that. And so are you. Georgia DV hotline, 1-800-334-2836. Oh, it's not letting you see it? That's crazy. Yeah, it floats around. It's beautiful. It's beautiful on the screen. Okay, third and final segment. We are here. You all have been great. Thank you for joining once again. I love our meetings in the morning. I don't have coffee. This time, but I am drinking ginger ale. But, so, salute. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, third and final segment. This, shout out to Miss Lowdown. Miss Lowdown be with it, you know? Yeah, I just got just a little cold. That's all. Just drinking that because I look cold. And then yesterday I was having some unsettling feeling in my tummy. So we're trying to make sure we keep that at a minimum. Tomorrow, we have an event in East Point, Whistleblower for Justice, and we have an event for kids, you know, bringing people together and also making people aware of the organization. So trying to make sure I feel good about that. Natty, thank you for them bounce speakers. You still didn't see it? It's beautiful. It's like purple and blue, and it's great. It's lit up and everything. Miss Lowdown. So, she blessed us with this one. Get this, people. Camel Face is now begging the judge, Ramir, and Ramir's caretaker for more time to prepare after Ramir's car is up. Now, if you ask me, I think that the first thing that comes to mind is, wow, the timing of his car being, Ramir's car being, you know, the timing. And then you need more time to. Let me ask y'all a question, because it could be me. Like I told y'all, my mind got a mind of its own. You got to remember, I've been a pro wrestler for 26 years, hardcore, extreme wrestling, been hitting the head with chairs, head cut with pizza cutters and all of that, barbed wire, all of that, right? Been put through tables, flaming tables, landed on concrete and all of that, fraction, but back, all of this, right? So everything isn't probably what it should be up here, correct? So I'm going to ask you all, how do you prepare for a DNA test? Like, what preparation do you need for a DNA test? How do you study for a DNA test? Like, come on, man. I can't make this up. This is funny. Let's read that headline one more again. Camel Face now begging the judge, Raymir, and his caretaker for more time to prepare to take a DNA test. Just saying. What am I gonna do with you? Adrian said nothing. Just go get swabbed and wait for the results. But just saying said lotion and a sock. Oh my God. Jenny said you gotta find blood to get put inside his body. Yeah, because he seems like he is not of this world, right? Nee61 said he needs a detox, maybe. Y'all are funny, man. I love you, baby. Okay. You hungry? You hungry? Okay. Yeah. Paul, give me maybe 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right. Hold on. Don't comment. I don't want to miss y'all comment. Don't say that. Hold on. Let me get Adrian says he trying to figure out how he can implant a fake cheek and some lava. Boy, y'all, hold on. Don't say nothing. I don't want to miss it. Okay, hey, you gotta. All right, hold on, man. Let's go. You got a bowl still? Apologize about that. Rudy needed something to eat. All right, we back on. Thank you for the club cheers, Amy. I appreciate it. And thank you for the Go Popular. Natty said Rudy first, always. Facts. Facts. She has to come first. No other way to do it. All right, we back on. Okay, so let's find out what we have to do to study for a DNA test. El Cazon, thank you for the Go Popular. I appreciate you. Let's see.
Okay, y'all.
More bad news for Jay-Z right now, y'all. He is begging the court. He's begging his son, and he's begging his son's grandmama and caretakers and everybody for more time to prepare. Now, this man have been trying to get him to go to court since what, 20, what they say? I forget, y'all. I can't even remember. 10 years ago.
It's been some
Over
years.
10 years ago. Y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like
Jenny
the
says,
video. And thank you all
I bet
so
he's
much
gonna
for
say
watching. Thank you.
he's
Thank you.
helped
Thank
care
you.
for
To my
his
day
children
ones, twos,
while
and
his
threes.
wife is
Thank
working.
you to all my new subscribers.
BS, all
That's
cows.
coming in. That
Facts.
means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Y'all not gonna believe this mess that's going on right
Be the
now
license
with
got
this
to get
whole
more books for
situation
DNA
of Jay-Z
test.
and Ramira. Y'all, this is
Look,
crazy.
hey,
This man has dogged this.
hey, brother, that's gonna be a long night of studying right there. Man, that's the weirdest. Like, I, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I am. It's called hashtag. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. That for some, if he just for saying something like that, they should just go to his house and just poke him and get the blood. Right? Forget the swab. This is crazy, man. I need time to prepare for a DNA test. Natty, thank you for that. Let him cook. Thank you, Bessie. That's the funniest thing I've heard today thus far. That's a lie. I'm sorry, I'm lying to y'all. Because y'all had some jokes in here a few minutes ago. Y'all said some things that was funny for real. Agent said send the certified MA to the front door. Yeah, just knock on it like, go and get that up. Go and get that up. Be the light said, time to be fraud. Look, you gonna see him walking down the street, be the light. Hey, man, I give you $10 million for some DNA. I need your DNA, man. You know? Come on, man. This is weird work. Not crazy. Weird. Amy says, so he can't give him all his money. Listen, Ramir told him he didn't want any money. Like I said, I don't know if that changed or whatnot, but Dimple Cheeks, I hadn't seen any comments from you. I saw when you came back in, that was it. You're not in trouble, are you? Natty, I'm not I watched so many. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did. What was it about? And then I'll let you know if I watched it. I watched so many. I can't remember if I clicked on yours or what. Natty said to Jenny, I have to send it to you. Dimple Cheek says, I've been typing. Oh, no. And even that one was blocked. Yeah. Natty says the first time she saw you, too. That part, Jenny, she said he's trying to dodge that PDF file charge. Facts. Dimple Cheeks is a hater in the chats. Oh, we got one in here? John Doe. I didn't see it. I didn't see him. I must have been gone. Mods, did y'all see a John Doe? The video, no, okay, no, I haven't. I saw it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I mean, I saw that you sent it. I didn't get a chance to watch it because at the time I saw it, I was driving and forgot about it. Don't say nothing. I'm gonna watch it after this though. Okay, nah, I didn't see your comment. I didn't see your comment. I didn't see your comment. Okay, nah, nah, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't see your comment. Okay, nah, nah, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't see your comment. Okay, nah, nah, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't see your comment. Okay, nah, nah, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't see your comment. Natty said she didn't see it either. Oh, I don't mind. Okay, I'll watch it. And see that's blocked, but I see that it says disrespectful. As ever, let's approve that. I already posted what I typed just now. Okay. Let's see. You said I've been. Nope, it didn't come through. Oh well, I guess it's just. I'll just watch. I want to know what you were saying. Dang. Amy said try code words. Tori, good morning, bestie. I know. I want a commentary too. Look, that's another real one right there to tell it like it is too. Dimple Cheeks, boy, she done got on here and slayed some folks in the panel. Boy, I just sit back and let her cook. I'm not saying anything that warrants a block or flip. Okay. Okay. Amy said code words. TT is being sensitive. Look, if you can figure out a way to code word it, Dimple Cheeks, we put it in there because we definitely want to read it. Okay? For sure.
Po child out. Sis time ain't long. Okay? He been dodging him.
She said, I'm
He
over it
been
now.
using his money and his, power to
Daddy said TT's
dodge
having her time
him,
of the month.
to put.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but are
El Cosmo said, did you see my comment? No, I didn't. That might have been on me though. What did you say? Okay. Is it true a judge told Camel Face to do DNA? I heard it was not true. Okay, so the person that told you that's not true is not true. Yes, once before. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me get this back. Okay. Yes. So once before, prior to this one, this time, it was in New Jersey. It was a court in New Jersey, right? And Ramirez's mother, she stated that it was possibly two guys that could be his father. And so both of them, the other guy and Camel Face showed up, right? To the court. Well, the court told him, you got to go down the hallway and submit your DNA. You've got to submit that, right? For the paternity test. Well, the other gentleman that she stated could possibly be the father, he went down there and did his. He submitted his DNA. And it came back negative. He wasn't Ramirez's father. Now, Mr. Rock didn't go down the hallway and submit his. He walked out the courtroom and left. And so then, when they tried to push that issue of why, like he stating about him walking out and not submitting his DNA, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly on this part, he had some kind of way, I guess, paid off a judge or whatnot, but the judge was saying that they couldn't do the test there, or couldn't file for the test there in Jersey because he didn't have any properties in New Jersey. But that's a lie too, in a way. In a way, that's a lie too, because the other children that he had by another lady, he actually bought them a mansion and a black SUV or some SUV or something like that. He's taking care of them. He sends her money for them. Now, I'm not sure how old they are, but she's played her part. She stayed quiet. She don't give him no trouble. He sends her money. Ramirez's mom was different. She wasn't quiet. You see what I'm saying? Nee61 says, of course he did not stand up, man. Yeah, he left. He didn't do the test. Natty, thank you for the go popular. Yeah, he didn't. He left. So now all of a sudden, this judge told him he has till the 18th of this month to have that submitted. Now, after that, he didn't say what the repercussions would be if he didn't. So, you know, I don't exactly know what would happen, but I'm thinking it probably wouldn't be in his best interest not to show up. But then again, like we said, these people pay for their freedom. So, look, he could do it and have the judge say that it doesn't matter, or not the judge, or, you know, whoever presents the results, had him say that, nah, it don't match up, he's not the father, and actually be. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. You know? Jenny says, oh, okay, I got you. Yes, never mind, I should disclaimer, I got it.
Had a $15,000 fee that he had to pay just for trying to find out if this is father or not. Then he tried to take his house, put him on the streets, okay? Because I didn't know that his granny was finna sell the house. And probably was going to sell the house so she could pay the $15,000 fee. But when they tried to sell the house, this is when she found out that Jay-Z had a lien on her house. Okay, y'all? This dirty mother, y'all, you know what I want to say. Jay-Z had somebody, allegedly, to put a weapon in his son's car and set him up so he could go to jail.
That was on the front. Remember when I told you he was on the front seat?
Okay? This is how Jay-Z was coming.
Thank you for that corgi. I appreciate that, Natty.
The has went from courthouse to courthouse to courthouse until the feds started digging.
Hey, let's give it up for Natty. She just reached the fan level 19 in the fan club. Thank you so much, Natty. We appreciate you. No, the gift gallery can't do that. Well, look, if it does ignore you, I'm not. I got you, girl. Thank you. Nee61 says he can be held contempt, default judgment, fine, and criminal charges if reused. Testing. Oh, that would be bad too. That wouldn't be no good. Dimple Cheeks is going through leaps and bounds just to deny parental rights. Isn't that crazy work, man? Like, come on. Well, and like I said, how do you think that make this dude feel that you, out of all your, I mean, you claim all the other ones. We know he does all the ones by B, but I'm talking about the other ones. And then Ramir, the ones in Jersey that he bought the house and the truck for, he claims them, but just not publicly. Ramir, he don't claim at all, period. Dimple Cheek says, makes 0 sense. I'm with you on that, bestie.
In his background and this and that and this, and picked up on this case, Jay-Z been getting away with this. Now that they have reached out to Jay-Z and told Jay-Z, you are going to respond to your son or Ramir by the 18th, or else, now he is scrambling, y'all. I kid y'all not. He's scrambling. And this is the crazy part. While he's scrambling, he starts off trying to be hard, but then at the same time, he's begging now. Y'all listen to this mess. Y'all ain't even going to believe what I'm about to show y'all, okay?
Okay.
This is the picture that they used, and this is how it starts off.
Looks like he couldn't pay off
Jay-Z
the judge.
accuses man who claims to be his secret son of harassment, making fabricated claims in court. Now, this is how he starts off, okay, y'all? This is crazy. I want y'all to see how he's going to start off like this, but then at the end, he's begging. Jay-Z fired back at the man claiming to be his secret son for his fabricated allegations and asked a federal judge to intervene. First of all, the federal judge already intervened. They the ones that's making you give up this DNA. Okay, y'all? So now he is asking the judge, the ones that got in his tail in the first place, to stop running from this kid. This, he's a grown man now, but he's still his kid. Stop running and just do
what
the
the hell
DNA
is
test,
going
and you
on
don't
with
have to
him?
worry
What's wrong
about
with
it.
him? I
He
know.
says he's harassing him. Now, according to the court documents obtained by, media outlets and stuff like that, Jay-Z called a recent federal lawsuit brought by Ramir just the latest in Ramir and his caregivers' decade-long harassment of Jay-Z.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say this. If a person is claiming that you are their father, and they've went and tried to get you to take the DNA test for years now, if you would just go submit the DNA test from the beginning, there'd be no harassment, right? Yeah, and Dimple Cheeks said, and what's wild, not even remotely embarrassed. He's not. He's not only is he not embarrassed, he's not even cognitive of the sense that he's not making. Amy said, exactly. Jenny said he'll jump through hoops to deny him, but won't just take a simple test. That's it. Adrian said that part. That's it. It's simple. You can't keep dodging a person from and not wanting to take a DNA test when they've tried to track you down for years, and it's you to keep not showing up, and then the one time you do show up and they tell you to go down the hallway and submit it, you haul, and I don't want to say the A word, but y'all know on here, but out the courthouse and don't do it. Tell me you're the father without saying you. I mean, we don't even need Maury for that. Right, Amy? Just take the test. The young man wants nothing from you. So you know. And listen, God rest his mother's soul. I'm talking about Ramir's mother. God rest her soul. But the way she was so detailed on what happened that night, I can't do nothing but believe her. She even mentioned what he wore. Be the Light says, the longer you dodge, the more you look guilty. That part right there, brother. That part right there. You just go ahead and take it if you ain't got nothing to worry about. You can't say he's harassing you.
So he's telling the judge that this is just one of the,
Of course we get a commercial when she about to tell us.
Racks with a fast,
harassing him and following him around. He won't leave him alone for nothing in the world. Okay, this is how he come. I've never seen somebody so arrogant in my life. But it goes to show you that there's something bigger going on in this situation. He do not want to do this DNA test for nothing in the world. He don't want people to know that he was messing with a 1 to the 5-year-old. Okay, and right on the street, he was 20-something years old in his late 20s at the time. So this is another reason why he is dodging this,
don't.
Okay? The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed.
I wanted to get it while we were in New York, but the thing about it is, when they impounded the car, we had to use the money to get the car out 2 times. They impounded it 2 times. We had to use the money to get the car out of impound.
And rejected in multiple other courts, and continued harassment of Jay-Z and disregard of those orders has already resulted in a contempt order. So he's saying the reason
hey, Jenny,
why
thank you for the special stickers.
I guess they gave him the fine and let him put a lien on this guy's house is because it was multiple court orders that said. So he basically telling on the judges that he paid off. Okay, y'all. This guy is dumb as dirt. I don't see why people put Jay-Z on a pedestal. He's so stupid it hurts. Okay?
That part.
Jay-Z 55 said he only learned about Ramir new lawsuit on June the 3rd. He asked the court for additional time to put together his official response.
He really is.
Y'all, how long will it take for you to put a response together? Either you're gonna do it or you ain't.
See, that's what we saying.
So he's asking telling the judge he just found out about it June the 3rd.
Hey, be like, we got to take him down to the library, man. We need to, what book? We need to see the book he plans on studying that is gonna help him prepare for this test right here, right? It's crazy.
You mean to tell me you
Dimple
didn't
Cheek
know
says
that
all
this
of
child
this
been asking you
explains
all
the
these
elevator
years, you
incident
been
with Solange.
dodging him
Yeah,
and all kind of stuff, putting liens on his house. You really
it
want
gives
us
a
to
lot of
believe
insight
you
to it.
didn't know
She's in
about
trouble too, by
nothing?
the way.
So now he's saying, oh, he found out about the new lawsuit June the 3rd, so he's going to need some time to put together a response. What
Pause.
kind of response do it take for?
Let me start that over because somebody could take that and run. She's not in trouble. It's just alleged that she's trying to put W Craft on I forgot who it was. She's trying to put W Craft on somebody. Okay, yeah. Word is B sister Solange is getting dragged for posting up voodoo against Nicki Minaj. That's who it was. That's who she's trying to do it against. Or do it on. However you say that. I don't know what's going on. Why they keep picking on Dimple Cheeks? They gotta leave Bestie alone.
Friday, y'all, 7-11. Okay, y'all? And you mean to tell me you begging the judge to give you more time to put another lie together so that you can try to dodge him even more? Y'all, the judge not playing with Jay-Z. His lawyer argued. This is what his lawyer just said.
Crazy,
y'all.
isn't it, Amy?
And Jay-Z's lawyer argued that Jay-Z will be
Dimple Cheek says, which is connected to whom?
irreparably prejudiced without additional time to evaluate and prepare his response to
Amy
the
said
complaint.
Riri speaking truths on her album.
Do y'all see how money done spoiled the H to the ELL out of Jay-Z? And he think he really got game. The thing of it is, he's begging the wrong person. You begging a federal judge when the federal judge is the reason why that they are making you give up this DNA to make sure that he's your son.
True.
So is it something about to go on when they get this DNA? Are they gonna? I'm just saying, y'all. What can they do about him graping and strawberry and a 1 to the 5-year-old? Is they gonna do something about that? Can they press charges on him? Is he gonna go to jail? Like, what's gonna take place right now? Now, the Rock Nation founder's attorney, okay, said they
Can he get in trouble for that? Is there a statute of limitation on that? Joe Bell says, sorry, I missed it. Who is putting magic on Nicki? Hey, Joe Bell. Oh, Beehive sister. Solange.
tried to contact Ramirez's caregiver to request additional time to respond, and she hung up on her. His lawyer, Jay-Z lawyer,
You said or New Jersey,
Ramirez's
Amy?
granny, and she hung the phone up on him, y'all.
Joe Bell said, wow.
On the lawyer. She
Crazy,
said, ain't nobody got no time for this. Let me let y'all see it. She hung up the phone. See where it say? His lawyer argued Jay-Z will be irreparably prejudiced without additional time to.
Hold on 1 second. Amy says, go up one comment. Okay, I got Oh Poor Nicki. I got Riri speaking truth on her album. And then it says, or NJ. Yeah, that's all I got on my end. Oh, it blocked your comment. Okay. So it's not just Dimple Cheeks that's getting blocked in the comment section. Yeah, man, TT is wilding out right now.
Evaluate and prepare his response. They always trying to put something off. His lawyers always trying to come with some bull crap, just like they did with the disabled girl, okay? They always trying to come with some bull crap. What, you want more time so you can try to go and do something else to him? Send your goons at him like you did the
I want to say this, and Dimple Cheeks, this might be where you was going with it too. I'm not even saying anything bad. Dimple Cheeks, I'm not even saying anything bad. I know, and it's still flagging that. It's like blocking that. Let me see if it'll let me approve it. Okay, I could approve that. But yeah, it wasn't nothing bad you were saying. Angie B, welcome in. Hey, my friend, how you doing? might be too far gone. Ah, okay. New York, New Jersey. Okay, you say it might be too far gone. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that and see, because I'm just trying to figure out where. Well, you know what? I think it happened in Philadelphia. I think it happened in Philly, if I'm not mistaken. Angie B says, I'm fine, still loving you all here. Oh, man, we love you, and we are so thankful you come in and join us. I cannot tell you that enough. Nisi 61 says, vary state to state. In some states, limit is 3 to 30 years after the assault. Okay, somebody find out Philly. Can you look up Philly for me, Nisi 61? What theirs is? I could tell, cause Natty says I can tell because most of what I'm saying he hasn't read. Oh yeah, I had, because anything you put up, I've read. Amy said okay. Angie B says, hope you're having a wonderful day. So far I am, love. So far. How's your day going thus far? Oh, thank you. Angie B said, I appreciate that so much. You are so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Natty said, you always do. That's how. Oh, hold on. They got that blocked too. You always do. That's how I know it's blocking me. Yeah, and it's insane that it's doing that. And my account is in perfect standing. So they just, yeah, they playing that, messing with people. Dimple Cheeks, I'm over TT. What did I say on my original platform? TT is like that one jealous girlfriend. I'm telling you.
The girl that was disabled.
Oh, in y'all case, boyfriend.
So Rock Nation's founder, Jay-Z's lawyer, said that she contacted, Ramirez's caregiver to request additional time to respond, and she hung up on her. Y'all. Jay-Z's in trouble.
Let's go back. Let's find who
Jay-Z
called.
is
Hold on.
The girl that was disabled. So Rock Nation's founder, Jay-Z's lawyer,
3-year-old
said that she contacted, Ramirez's caregiver to request additional time to respond, and she hung up on her. Y'all. Jay-Z's in trouble, y'all. Jay-Z is finally in trouble, and tables have turned for Ramirez. Now people are listening to him instead of listening to Jay-Z. And it ain't good, y'all. It ain't good. You mean to tell me you're going to try to call and talk to his granny and they people and his caregivers or whatever now, after you try to take their house, you put a fan on them. You've been dodging this man for over 10 years.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
The least you could have done was gave him closure.
Let's pin that.
His mother passed away, and she said,
let's pin Amy's comment, please. Under the discovery rule, it says it can extend.
The other guy took the test. It was not him. Jay-Z won't take the test. He just refused. And now that a federal judge is making him do it, now he's begging the court, y'all. He's not only begging the court, but he's begging his son now, his alleged son. Can y'all give me a little bit more time so I can get my stuff together? I'm sorry. Can I get a little more time?
What you need to get together?
Got safety protocols?
You don't got a pack, Dana. Dana ain't like a financial transaction. You don't. What do you mean? You got to get it. I get it. Hey man, you want to go out tonight? But we're gonna go hang out. Do you? Shoot, let me get my funds right. And then I go. I get that. But what do you mean? Get your stuff together for a DNA test? You get dressed. You get in the car. You drive to the courthouse. You go in there. You do what you got to do, and you come on out. I don't understand. I have to agree with Miss I keep calling her Lockdown. Miss Lowdown. There is something to, and we've already said what it is. But I'm talking about he is really, really doing all he can to prevent from having to do this. Just answer, he needs to read up on DNA for dummies. Yeah. That's the first book. That's the first. Hold on. What Elmer Fudd say? That's the Foist. The Foist book he needs to check out from the library is that one. Now he said the whole process takes 45 seconds. It's not gonna even hold him that long.
I've never seen nothing like this in my life. This
Me
makes just
either.
as much sense as getting a snitch to come work for your company. This is just how much I tell y'all, Jay-Z ain't got enough sense to throw, y'all. He is stupid as they come, and people have been putting him on a pedestal for years. I've never seen nothing like it in my life, okay? Ramirez, 31 years old, filed a federal lawsuit against Jay-Z on May the 6th. The case filed without a lawyer, okay? Without a lawyer.
All right, hold on. Knee 61. Thank you, moderators, for pinning that. Says since she was a, under the age of consent at that time, at the time occurred, no time limit. Oh, yo, that's why he's so scared. Ooh, Amy says you can file up to age 55. Roham. Angie B said he's probably got a special chamber in that comment left. Chamber in his house since the 90s that erases all traces of DNA. Look, he better use it quickly, right? I'm doing good. That's crazy, man. He should. So. I mean, I'm not telling him like that's a good reason to dodge the DNA. I'm just saying you can't. I guess what? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying this right here. No matter how long you wait or try to dodge it, it's not gonna change.
Accused the music mogul of attempting to keep him silent about Jay-Z being his father. This is what he accused him of. Trying to make him be quiet. And a lot of people like, oh, he just want money. Jay-Z offered him money, y'all. He offered him money. That ain't it. It's the principle of the matter that he been having this man running around for over 10 years. It's the principle of the...
Wait a minute. Light bulb moment. Bing. Light bulb moment. So, if this guy isn't, I'm not going to say this guy. If Ramirez is not his child, why would he even offer to pay him money? You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like a game of tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty. And he's lost in so many different rounds. Okay. All right. Should bring you up, Bessie.
Hey, so good morning. I
Good
am
morning
tired
to
of that
you.
darn filter. I've been typing to you this entire time that I'm in the room, and I keep seeing people that literally type after me, you're responding to. So clearly my stuff is being blocked or filtered. So whoever the hater is, if it's not TikTok, you can go kick rocks barefoot. So what I wanted to say was, this man is like dodging, like if they're trying to enlist him into the army. Dude,
Yeah.
the guy has every right to know his parental units because it's not always about money. And I need people to understand that. It's not always about money. It's also about, what if this man has a medical condition that's a hereditary medical condition, and nobody in his family that he's in touch with has this condition? I'll give an example. I have endometriosis. I've had 8 surgeries. That's a hereditary disease. Nobody on my mother's side has it, and nobody on my father's side has it. Come to find out, when my mother died, the man that I thought that was her father all these years is not her father. So, right. So now somebody out there is my family, and I don't know who it is. I don't want no money. I don't want no nothing. I don't want no relationship. But I just want to know, where the heck did this endometriosis come from? So
Makes
people
sense.
need to like really understand, like, you know, this rapper, he needs to understand you offered this kid money, he don't want your money. I doubt that he wants a relationship with you, but he has every right to know who his father is.
There's no crime in that at all.
You know, and people like, again, with these celebrities, see, this is why people need to stop with the celebrities, because at the end of the day, they're regular folk.
Thank you for the rose, Amy.
But because they're in the spotlight, people right away, like us, speculate. And this man's getting dogged for trying to find out who his father is. His father is like the runaway bride running out of courthouses.
Yeah.
Does he not understand that he'll get subpoenaed? Does he not understand a judge will mandate that he has got to get that DNA? Then where are you running to? And it could be his wife too, because she has a brother from her dad that she refuses to acknowledge.
Yes, that is true.
People are forgetting these things, and
that is so true.
She has a brother from her father, and the kid got nothing to do with anything. You know, your parents split up, okay, but your mother's been getting cozy with him again, because it's been on the blogs that Tina was caught with the father.
Yeah.
So you're mad at this little kid. This kid didn't ask to be born.
Yeah.
And this is why people need to cover up. If you're gonna be having these flings and stuff, cover up then.
Yeah, you got to bag it if you don't want no.
How many kids does this guy have? He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got 3 with Beyonce that we know of.
There's 3. Yeah, 3 with her. There's
You know?
2 in Jersey.
Exactly.
The one that he bought the house for.
So why are you shocked and surprised that? Because clearly you couldn't keep it in your pants. So why are you shocked and surprised that somebody wants to know if you're their dad or not? And how dare you not give that person that freedom, that liberty of knowing who their parent is?
You're right. You are so right. I agree with you completely. And
You know, like,
to
this
your
isn't,
point.
again, if this guy said to the judge, Your Honor, this man is my father, if this man is worth 10.2 billion, I want 2 billion out of it, then you question it. Then you look at his side. Give him the little side eye, be like, all right, easy. Let's one step at a time. He don't want nothing from him.
Right. And you know, the easiest thing to do is just take it. If you're saying he's lying and all of that, if you take the test, it will make all of that null and void. You know.
Dodging this guy, you're looking like the liar. You're looking like the one that's hiding something. And for what?
Yeah.
You're either his father or you're not. But the guy has a lot of his facial features.
Listen, I've said this. Hold on. They don't let me say nothing. Welcome in, Betsy, and I hope you start feeling better. I pray that you start feeling better. Thank you for joining, and I got it. You listening? I got you. Thank you for that heart, me too. You know, Dimple Cheeks. I've said it before, and I'll continuously say it. If he wanted to lie about somebody being his father, I don't think he would have picked a person that looks like, you know, camel face, right?
Right.
So to your point, his face looks, unfortunately, it looks just like camel face.
He does. He has his nose. He has the eyesight. You know, it really is a shame, because how you look to this man, like, oh my God, why are you denying him?
Yeah.
It's just wild. Let me tell you, if I knew somebody, excuse me, hold on a second. If I knew somebody was, if I strongly felt like somebody was my parent or my relative, and I actually resemble them, and I'm trying to say, hey, just do a DNA, that's gonna once and for all either say I'm wrong or you're wrong. That's how we settle it, right? And to know that somebody does not want to do a DNA to see if they're related to me, you know how that's gotta hurt? He didn't do nothing wrong. You had a fling or a relationship, whatever, with his mother. He didn't ask to be born.
He did not. Exactly.
And people keep forgetting that. Why are you punishing the children that grow up to adults for your deviance. Okay, maybe he wants to forget that's part of the past that he's not proud of. Okay, fine. But
But still,
regardless if you like it or not, if this guy is your son, he's here to stay. So you could deny it all you want. Just let him know, yes, I am your father, and you know, maybe if down the road he has a medical issue or something that he needs to know his lineage, he knows where to go.
facts.
I don't see what
Facts.
the problem is with that. That's what the problem is with these celebrities. That's the same thing with Diddy. Like you're doing too much, and then you know you start getting a
Thank you,
little
Amy.
overconfident and slick, and then you start slipping, and that's how he got busted, because he started slipping.
Exactly.
And then everybody's like, well, you know, he was on trial for being a freak, and what he does in his bedroom is his business. You're absolutely right. What he does in his bedroom is his business. But when you bring it to a
I'll give him the
hotel,
mic, Amy.
if you bring it to a hotel, once you bring it to a hotel, once you bring it on an airplane, once you bring it to another country, it's no longer your business. It's out there. And
That's
that's what
true.
people keep forgetting.
That's true. That's true. And
His
like I said,
preferences are his preferences. But when your preferences turn criminal, you need to pay for that.
and that's it. What's up, little brother? Hey, cuz. My cousin came in too.
So I
You're
just
right.
needed to. I was trying to type all that, but this darn TikTok getting on my damn nerves. So you could drop me now.
Well, I will, but hold on.
Yeah.
I wanna add something to that personally from me.
Yeah, yeah,
To your
yeah.
point, my kid's mother that passed away when she was dating her ex that abused her. Of course, we still had our fling, right?
Right.
And they have a daughter. Her and her ex, they have a daughter, and their daughter looks like a daughter that he has by another girl, right?
Right.
But the second daughter that they had looks identical to my kids and looks nothing like his previous two, right?
Right.
And so years ago, years ago, my kid's mother told me that he had slammed her on back of the trunk of a car and made her sign some papers. But she didn't know what the paper was, and then he lied to her and said it was something to do with a doctor or something like that, right? And so I'm not gonna lie, my baby mother, sometimes you gotta see it with her. Sometimes you can't take her word, you know. But now you fast forward to a few years ago. I'm talking about mere few years, about 2 or 3 years ago. Their daughter, that's really theirs, she looks at me as a father. So she would
Right.
come over and stay the weekend with me. Now she told me, because she was a little kid at that time, but she told me that she saw her dad slam her mom on back of a car. Now understand, she had no idea that her mother told me that years prior to,
Right.
right? But now, what I done, because I've been trying to get a DNA test done, and what I've done, I messaged my kid's mother, her ex. I messaged his mom, and I'm like, listen, Jade told me that, and this was in 2011, that Tashia is my daughter, and I'm sending her pictures of kids that I got with other women,
Right.
and I'm showing his mom how Tashia matches my kids. Like I got some
Right.
strong genes, right? And so
And that's the thing. If you like, look at Jay-Z's face. Like he has
it's his
very
face.
prominent features. Like those kids, yes, they look like Beyonce when she was younger, but now those kids are his face.
Yes.
So to deny parentage is wild to me.
You don't. But you
So
know,
I are you able to get the DNA?
no, I wasn't. In fact, what they done was she blocked me. She didn't even respond. She just blocked me. But what that done was let me know that a few things. One, that my
You're
kid's
onto
mother was
something.
telling the truth.
Right,
Yeah,
you are onto something.
yeah, I'm on to something.
I really don't get people.
I don't either. But see, the reason why I wanted to do that is because like you said, I do want her to know the family medical history. My family has
Right.
medical history that's pretty bad, and she needs to know that, you know. And the thing about it,
Endometriosis is not something lightly. Endometriosis has cost me a lot of issues. It's cost me infertility. It was instrumental in my 2 miscarriages. So, where did this come from? I asked my aunts on my mother, my mother's sisters. None of them have it. My father has just one sister. I asked her. She don't have. She don't have it. So, after my mom passed away. See, this is why. This is why I get annoyed with family secrets. Stop holding secrets.
Yeah.
Because those secrets, you don't know how damaging they can turn up to be.
Facts. What you keeping a secret for now, it could, in the long run.
If you're ashamed, fine, I get it. If you just want to forget, you don't want the reminder, fine, I get it. However, keeping secrets can be so detrimental to the person. And
Yeah.
I made peace with things. It took me a long time. I'm still on my healing journey. I've had a lot of things in my life that went on that, I never thought I was going to see 51. I'm 51 today. I didn't think
happy birthday to you.
No, not today's my birthday. I'm just saying, like, I'm 51. I didn't think I was going to live past 20. So
Wow.
there's a lot of things that I had to deal with because of secrets. And there's a lot of things that, I try to when I discuss with people, I try to let them see the both point of views. I get it.
Right.
Some people want to just, that was in the past and they want to move on from it. And I respect that, and everybody should. That's great. But when there's children involved, they're not going to be children forever. They're going to grow up into adults. They're going to start their own families. Okay?
Right.
They need to know medical history.
You probably know, Tim.
Your kid is born with Downs. Who in your family has Downs? Nobody. So how did your kid come up with Downs? If your kid is born with asthma, there's no asthma in your family. No diabetes in your family. Where does it come from? It wasn't until after my mother passed away, and my mother's gonna be gone 29 years. My mother died in 96. Okay? December of 96. And it wasn't until after she died, I learned, she has a father that wasn't who my grandfather was, and he has children. So how do I know my endometriosis didn't come from that family?
That's facts.
So this is what I'm saying. The secret is horrible. And if anybody's in this chat right now, please do not hold secrets, because you don't really know how it's gonna impact a person. You just don't know that. And no matter what it is, whether you're embarrassed, whether you're shy, whether you just want to forget, that's fine. You can do that still.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean,
you can still do that. Not everybody is out. This is the problem. We become such a society where we are so suspect. Like, everything is always got to be suspect about something. Oh, they're being nice to me. What do you want? Oh, you want a DNA? What do you want? My money? Like,
Yeah.
No. Why are we always so quick to jump to conclusions? So I hope it works out for you. I hope that you can do a DNA with her.
Yeah.
Maybe wait till she's an adult where she could do it herself with you. That's the thing too. When they're kids, unfortunately, when they're kids, you got to still go by who their guardian is. You have to deal with all that. Once they're an adult, you can pretty much work this out for yourself.
That is true. Hold on 1 second. We got someone else coming up too. Oh, I'm sorry, Mia. I did not know. I'm sorry.
Hi, good morning. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you waiting.
No, you're good. I just really wanted to chime in. So I found out, I'm 22 now. I found out probably my freshman year of high school that my father is not actually my father. My mom shows me a picture. She shows me a picture, and I said, oh my God. I instantly knew. And then about 2 weeks later, she did a paternal test against me and my sister. And it turns out I was 100% right. So my whole life thinking that one person is my dad, who is not my dad. So like, I totally get it. I look just like this person. I have met this person one time, known about him for several years now. He's got no kids. He's not married. He's a famous freaking doctor and wants nothing to do with me. So I never asked him for anything either. It's just the principle. People just do not want to know. If they had no suspicion and did not care at the time of, I guess conception or after the fact, they don't want anything to do with them. And there could be multiple reasons for that. But anyway, I just wanted to give my 2 cents.
And from like in Mia's situation, right? This whole time she was raised with a man that she thought was her dad, right? And I'm pretty sure she still feels that. I don't want to assume anything, but I would like to hope she still views that gentleman as her dad, because
And
that
well,
is
not only that though, but my parents divorced when I was 10.
right.
So he paid child support on me.
And he didn't have to.
No,
Because
and he still doesn't know.
he
Nobody
doesn't
knows.
know. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Yeah,
That's real bad.
I'm walking around with that every day. Every
Sure.
day.
Oh, man.
Well, I hope down the road that burden could come, because that's a heavy, heavy burden.
Thank
I
you
hope
for acknowledging that.
I really hope down the road, maybe a conversation can be had. We always gotta have hope. We always have to have that belief and that hope. And
Here's the thing though. I don't mean to cut you off, Dimples. The problem is it was such a nasty divorce and they literally hate each other. And it would be so bad. I mean, my mom and I are so
drop that
close.
bomb.
And it would just be so bad. My life is a hot mess as is. What I don't need is one more freaking thing.
No, I get
So
it.
I'm uninterested in that completely.
Yeah.
No, listen. Some people would prefer to move on, and that's okay. That's their right. But to deny, like in his case, he's not asking for nothing. He just wants to know, are you or are you not my dad? And why are you making a circus out of it? Dude, get a Q-tip, swab the inside of your mouth, and be done with it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to see this guy ever again. It's not like I'm pretty sure he's not gonna say, well, okay, since you're my daddy, you want to play
Morning,
baseball?
Jessica.
I'm sure he's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So
I think they should just get like a private investigator or some kind of government official to just follow Camel Face around, and when he discards something, just get the DNA off of that or something.
unfortunately, he's been traveling all over the damn place with his wife. So that's a lot of you going from country to country and state to state.
Yeah, I don't want to dox nobody.
That
but
becomes very expensive.
they're here in Atlanta. That slipped out.
Good. No, no, I saw. Yeah, I
No, I'm
saw.
talking if there's a government official watching that needs his DNA. They're here in Atlanta
Exactly.
tonight.
Listen, give him a cup of water. Do the old school style.
Yeah, right. I appreciate
he's
you all, man.
He's very careful. When he says I need more time, is because in his heart he probably knows he's the father. This is what I was typing, by the way, and wasn't coming up. I think he truly feels in his heart he knows he's his dad. So now he's probably consulting with different lawyers to say, well, okay, I do this test. What's my next step? Because if it turns out that I'm his father, what do I stand to lose? What do I stand to gain? It's all to protect himself. It's all to protect
Right, little
himself.
brother.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah, well, the thing about that, like, and like we were saying earlier,
Hey,
what he
Brenda.
fails to realize, it's not gonna change.
Yeah, no, he's disgusting like the rest of them.
Yeah. No,
But
little brother. We're talking about Ramir Satterwhite.
she can also be involved too, because like I said, she has a brother that she refuses to acknowledge. So
Yeah, and not only them. We know Brandy and Ray J. They got a brother that
right.
their dad had, and you know they don't acknowledge him. You know, so this is like something the celebrities they do more times than not. And but to say that this young man is harassing you when you are the one that's literally been dodging, you that's not gonna work.
He's
And
like
then
dodging the draft.
exactly, and then say you need time to prepare for a DNA test. Like there's
For what?
right.
Make it make sense. Like nothing makes sense. Nothing.
No, but everything screams he's guilty of it.
But you know what kills me? He's got the time and energy and money to go and send out a cease and desist letter, okay, to a TV talk show host.
Oh
But
yeah,
yet
yeah.
you don't got time, okay? But you don't got time to do a DNA test. He needs to go away.
Yeah, make that make sense. Hey, thank you all for coming up on the panel. I appreciate you. Let's give it up and W Mia and Dimple Cheeks in the live.
Thank you. Thank you for having me up. It was nice talking to y'all.
Oh yes,
Nice
thank you for
talking to
coming
you.
up.
Good
You all
luck,
have a
Mia.
great day.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, you know that's something that he just needs to go ahead and handle, man. I mean, it'd be a lot easier and get it over with if you have nothing to hide to just go ahead and do it. The longer he waits, the longer he's making himself look guilty. Well, I can't even say he's making himself look guilty. Ramir's face shows he's guilty. You know, it just shows. It just shows. You know. But that is both ladies. First of all, thank you all for coming up on the panel. Both ladies are correct. You know, and again, I revert back to my kid's mother. Her mother was adopted. Her biological mother was adopted. Um, my biological father was adopted, and her and I have twins. Yet nobody in our family has twins. So, you know, family history is something that is definitely important to have. Um, I do pray. I do pray that one day Tashia does decide. I mean, we was talking for a few minutes, but then her birthday was coming up, and I asked her if she had a cash app because I was going to send her some money for her birthday. But and then I guess that was the bad thing to ask her. I don't know. And then from that, we hadn't talked anymore. But I will say, my kid's mother came to me in a dream a few nights ago, and she was crying, and she said she'll make it up to me. I don't know what that. She said, "I'm sorry, and I'll make it up to you." I don't know what that meant. I don't know if that's because I kept telling her to stop drinking, and she passed away, and that's what she was sorry for, which I'm pretty sure it was. And then to make it up to me, I don't know if that's meaning okay. I don't know. Maybe somehow in the other world, she's gonna figure out a way that our twins and Tashi and I, we can all, you know, have a relationship or have form some kind of bond. I don't know. I don't know what she meant by it, but yes, I do know. It's just easier to just know your family history because a lot could go on and things could happen, and you don't know. Just like Dimple Cheeks was saying, that's something serious that she needs to know. You see what I'm saying? Like it's important. It's important to have, you know. Wait for my little brother to pop up. I think we got you. You there?
What's up, man?
Hey, little brother. I was like, it's spinning. I don't know. What's going on with you, little brother?
Not much. Just relaxing at work for a bit.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's your take on all of this?
Oof.
He says to stay away from it.
Honestly, man, and thank you, Jenny, for the emotes. Honestly, I mean, I agree. When it comes to family history, you want to know as much as possible. Unfortunately, when it comes to family history, I had to find out the hard way on a bunch of different stuff that my family has a whole bunch of stuff between the both of them. Because it was like after I hit 30, it's like everything just kind of decided to slap me in the face all at once, between food allergies and lactose intolerance and all this other crap. I'm like, yeah, I need a break here. I'm sitting here trying to
figure out where it's coming from.
Life. I need y'all to.
Let me ask you this, little brother. Even though you was older when you found it out, so how does that make you feel? Like, to know that there's got to be some things you wasn't told when you were coming up. How does that make you feel now?
Nuh-uh. I mean, given it gave me a reason to kind of live my life a little bit better health wise, but at the same time, it would have been nice to know, especially like when I left home and joined the military. You know, it would have been nice to know prior to that, because it's where when I started having other medical issues, again, that's when I'm finding out there's a lot of stuff in my family line. It's like, you know, y'all got to talk about medical stuff at some point and just be like, hey, our kids need to know all this.
Right.
I actually had to tell my two oldest, like, hey, y'all kind of keep an eye on your own health, because I have an aunt who had breast cancer, and she's the only one so far, but y'all need to kind of keep an eye out for stuff like that.
Right, just in case. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, you know, it's nothing as bad as, you know, like what Mia was saying and everything like that. And oof, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. My parents had a pretty nasty divorce, but that right there, oof, that's hard. That's somebody hope. It's like I said in the comments, I'm surprised she ain't walking around with a bottle in her hand, because she basically has a nuke button in her hand right now with that type of secret in her mind. Because oof, I couldn't do it. It couldn't be me, honestly. It really couldn't.
Yeah, it's got to be hard. I mean, you know, the one person, you know, and Mia, I hope you don't mind us saying this, but you know, the one man that she, you know, knows that's her father, and he thinks he's her father. You know, you don't want to hurt him because he didn't do anything wrong, or you know, he's been there and did his job, and then your mom, you don't want to. She said they're close, so you don't want to ruin that bond, and then it's just, you know, that's got to be a hard secret to keep. And then Dimple Cheeks, I mean, you know, she has the medical situation, and nobody informed. Like, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know?
Which you know, I've told you plenty of times when we've been in the locker room together. I've told you plenty of times about my brother passing, and stuff that started coming out after he had passed. Well, here this last, I want to say somewhere between, it was either this year or last year, somewhere
Hey,
in
welcome
between
in,
this
big bro.
time last year. I found out, well, I met someone that was saying that, hey, this is also his kid. And I'm like, well, I don't, and see the thing was, I didn't want to, I wasn't going to be that person to kind of be like, look, I don't know how to prove otherwise, and you know, maybe it's just best. I didn't want to be that person, and so it's like, okay. So when I met him,
Thank you for the heartbeat, big bro. How you doing?
When I met him, I was like, oh crap. Well, and I mean, I want, and when I asked his mom, I was like, okay, so, because come to find out, she contacted my parents before she even reached out to me. And my mom was pretty much the complete opposite. She was like, she basically just gave this woman the riot act and everything like that. And I'm like, okay. And my dad didn't really say anything. My dad didn't really say anything, but I mean, I look at this kid and I'm like, you are literally the spitting image of my brother.
So you know.
I mean, and I wanna be like, you know, I don't want this kid basically feeling like he ain't got nobody to turn to or anything like that. But again, you know, it falls into the whole, you know, what if something down the line, you know, he has to have some type of medical procedure and he don't know what's what.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this, little brother. Well, first of all, let me read this comment because Big Brother in here, he said, I'm good, burning some good before I pull up to see Superman. Look, let me.
You want to fly with Superman?
Let me know how it is, Big Bro. Man, and make sure you pass. So let me ask you this. So the young lady came forward and she said that your little brother is her kid's father, and you saw the child, and you saw your brother is a spitting image of your brother. Have you taken it upon yourself to say, okay, I'm going to step, even though you're like, I'm the uncle, but I'm going to fill in for my little brother. Like, I'm going to, you know, make sure everything's taken care of, make sure he knows the family and stuff like that.
Yeah, and and like I said, you know, this is the second one. So I mean, it's where the first one, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't have a lot to do with him or his mom because I don't get along with his mom at all. And some of the stuff she did when she was down here for my brother's funeral, and it came out after she left. So I was kind of like, yeah, you can kick rocks.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I don't want to be that way towards my nephew, but at the same time, due to some grieving of my own, and because I was kind of out at the time when a lot of it started hitting me with my brother being gone, I was hitting the bottle heavily. So at some point in the late hours, something was said to me, and I pretty much flipped my switch and I went off on her. And apparently it was so bad to the point she contacted my dad. And all I know is the next morning I saw my dad on the other side of my mom's door because I was living with my mom at the time. My dad looked at me and was like, "So, are you sober right now?" I was like, "Yes, sir, I am." And he was like, "Okay, I'm doing a lot not to beat your ass right now." I'm like, "Okay, something has happened," and like I said, I only remembered. Well, no, I didn't. I had like bits and pieces. I had bits and pieces of what might have happened. But when I went back and it was on social media, and Matt, drunk me, and social media aren't really great friends depending on how I'm feeling.
Never been good.
No.
Right.
And so I basically read this girl the riot act on a whole bunch of different things that I guess I was holding in, and I didn't know the whole situation as far as with what also was going on. So my dad basically said, "You got one or two choices. You either put down the bottle or I'm gonna put my foot in your ass." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put down this bottle."
So you want me to put it on right here in the refrigerator? Where you want me to put it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
there's no need for that. No more.
I have no, it's not, and I haven't had any contact with her or anything because that's one of the things my dad told me. You stay away, do not. I was like, "Yes, sir." And I mean, as time has went on, you know, I have found out that she has not really had any kind of contact with my family whatsoever. And after a while, when me and my dad, you know, kind of mended things and started talking and hanging out and everything like that, you know, I would ask every now and then, and I can tell in his face that it upsets him that he doesn't get to speak to his nephew or even know how his nephew's doing. And my mom like tries to make an effort. Like she'll go down to where they live, and they live like in Maine, like up north and stuff. So it ain't an easy trip from the south to up there.
Yeah,
that's a long trip.
It's not.
So,
yeah.
So I mean,
Let
the
me
whole
ask you one question,
situation is
though.
just
Let me ask you one question real quick. Does he does he look like your brother too? Just like the second one?
somewhat, not as much. Not as much. The second one looks more like my brother than he does. So I mean, given a actually I don't know if a DNA test was done on the first one or not, but it's where that I know that when my brother was alive, he didn't want me having any kind of contact with them whatsoever because he wanted to be sure that that was his kid and everything like that. And we don't know if he went forward with it or not. So
Okay, I got you. I wanted to find that out because the second one you said it looks pretty much identical to him.
yeah, what I'll do, I'll message you a picture of my brother, and I'll message you a picture of both of them, and you can judge for yourself. But yeah, anytime, especially the second one, as he's gotten older, I'm saying it's like I'm looking at my brother, like a spitting image. So
Man, well, in a perfect world, and hopefully we can pray for this, that things can work out to where maybe at some point you can have DNA from the brothers, from both of them, and see if it matches up. And then we'll know the truth that way. You see?
yeah,
I don't even know if y'all care.
I've been trying to. Well, and I do, but at the same time, it's where I was when my dad asked me about it, and I told him like, well, is there a way? And my dad told me just leave it alone. My dad said just to leave it alone, and so I'm just like, well, I'm gonna leave it alone. I mean, as much as I would want to try to be like, well, what if we went this route? Because I think there are DNA tests where me being an uncle, I can be like, okay, here's my DNA, and then test it, with theirs, and there should be a familial trait or whatever
Strand or something.
that
Right.
says, okay, hey, these are basically your nephews,
Right. Hey, Big Bro said collect the DNA and he'll pay for the testing. They ain't even got to know nothing. Shout out to M1, my big brother, man.
I appreciate
WMF
that, man.
Uno in the live. Man, listen. I appreciate you coming up, little brother. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this show with this. But, hey, I want to ask you as well as the other fellas that's in the live, how do you go about preparing for a DNA test? That
Just
look right
bite the
there
bullet,
says
get
it all.
over it, 'cause the more you wait, just bite the bullet, get it over with. Cause oof,
Where do you go to study
bite the
for the
bullet, get it
DNA
over
test?
with. If it's your, just get it over with, and whatever happens, if you are or aren't, whether if you are or aren't, just take it as best you can. Now, if you aren't, don't. I mean, if you wanna do the whole Maury Jerry Springer thing and dance and do all this other stuff, hey, hey, more power to you.
Have at it, yeah.
But if you are, hey, do the responsible thing. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying, marry the mother or whatever like that, but at least, take responsibility. Or if you're financially able, be like dude that's in the NBA and sign, hey, here's this much money, here are my rights. Take care.
Amy says you have a great radio voice, by the way.
I try. I've had somebody tell me, "Well, you sound white over the phone." It wouldn't be the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, I get that too. Where are you from? Look, and one said, I might hit the running man when they say, Uno, you are not the father. Hey, we hit that Bobby Brown on the run.
I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not lying. Hey, everybody, thank you, little brother. I appreciate you coming up. Everybody, W. Matthew Collins in the live for me. I appreciate it, little brother. You have a good day now.
You too, brother. You too.
All right, talk to you later.
Later.
Man, look, thank all my guests for coming up. Y'all are funny. Thank all of you in here, man. Y'all are funny people. I love it. I love this. So we're gonna jump back into the audio, right? We're gonna jump back into the audio, but I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't forgot where we was. So I've been having fun, you know. Oh, Daybreak 76. I saw your comment. We're praying that you feel better soon as well as they don't let me comment. Natty said, flowers to you, bestie, for a great show as always. Oh, man. Thank you, Natty. Thank you. I heart you and thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can't do this without y'all. You know, I so appreciate you guys' support. And like I said, even saying thank you doesn't capture the true essence of my gratuity to you all. It just doesn't. This is really like therapeutic for me too. I get to fellowship with you all. Amy, thank you for the finger hearts and that TGIF and the Go Popular. I feel like I missed something though. I feel like you. Yes, I did. The GOAT. Thank you, and thank you for them club cheers. I appreciate it. So let's see if we can find out how Jay-Z is preparing. I'm sorry, Camel Face is preparing for his DNA test with Ramir. Let's see if we can find out.
About Jay-Z being his father. This is what he accused him of. Trying to make him be quiet. And a lot of people like, oh, he just want money. Jay-Z offered him money, y'all. He offered
Thank you for the marvelous confetti, little brother.
That ain't it. It's the principle of the matter that he been having this man running around for over 10 years. It's the principle of the matter that his mother passed away. Okay? Trying to, get this DNA test.
Yes, Jay Campbell.
And I'm going to tell y'all this. Word on the street, Jay-Z has a daughter,
that's what I'm talking about, big bro.
And I told y'all this about the daughter, that he takes care of her. Now, what's the weird part about this whole situation? I am hearing now that his daughter's mother passed away too. Now, Ramir and the daughter does not have the same mother, which makes you wonder what the heck is going on. This sounds like P. Diddy all day long. Okay? Both of Jay-Z's alleged outside kids' mother passed away, y'all. Both of them, mysteriously. Okay? Illnesses out of the blue.
Whoa.
Female, male voice.
Whoa. Y'all catch that? So now, she said that. Oh no, I mean, no, not that one. He has another child that's in Jersey. He pays for the the house, the mansion they live in the car, the SUV and stuff. But she was just saying that daughter's mother passed away unexpectedly from a medical condition, and she was saying, how ironic is it that Puffy Jacket's kid's baby mama, Kim Porter, passed away unexpectedly from a medical condition, and Camel Face's other daughter's mom passed away from that way. You know, right, Jenny? She was saying it sounds just like Kim Porter. She's like, how ironic is it that these two people who he says he doesn't know Camel Face. Camel Face says he doesn't know Puffy Jacket like that, but we know that's a lie, so we're not going to even entertain that. But how ironic is those two people they have baby mamas that pass away from illness out the blue. Angie B says, "Is he the Grim Reaper, little brother?" It seems like that way, don't it? It seems like that, man.
Makes you wonder, did somebody, I'm just saying, y'all. Did somebody
Hold on,
poison him or
nah, I
something? I'm
missed
just
that.
saying. I'm just saying. How
Yes,
in the
he
world
does have
did
a son
both
too.
of
That's
your
correct.
kids'
Those are the two
mothers
that's in New Jersey.
pass away? And then you marry Beyonce, and then Beyonce wants the world to think that she's the first one to have your kids. And you got 2 grown kids now, and both of their parents passed. A lot of rambling is going on right now about some weird stuff going on with Jay-Z and P. Diddy with the baby mama situation, y'all. This is crazy, okay?
Yeah, she
This is
did, Jenny.
crazy.
Karen White passed away weird too, and then Blue was born.
This is crazy. Ramir called his mother Wanda. Ramir claimed his mother Wanda had relations with Jay-Z in the 1990s. He said his mother is now deceased.
Boy, them commercials, boy, you scare me. Yes, Angie B. She says, "Have you heard Beyonce's song Daughter?" Bit strange. Yeah, I think that's also it's a confession. That's what I think. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. All my dittlers and my camel faces that's in the live. Don't get in your emotions and your feelings. I'm just saying. Tiffany said agreed. Natty says, "I agree, bestie." Little brother says, "I might need to look that up." Oh yeah, absolutely. You definitely should. Definitely should. Angie B says, "I believe it myself." Yeah, I think that was a confession. Amy says, "You mean the song? That song?" Yeah. Yeah. You know, like we said, the art imitates real life. You know. Jenny says, "Go and listen to Sorry Miss Carter" by Karen White. The one she says in the bathroom. Yes. Let's see.
Not grandmother, godmother. Okay, y'all. Who has faced unrelenting efforts by Jay-Z and his enablers to suppress the
Welcome in,
truth
Honey
and
Jones.
silence those who dared to speak it. So anybody that tried to find out the truth about who his daddy was, whatever, he tried to silence it in every which way he could. Ramir explained that he filed paternity suits against Jay-Z, but they were dismissed, y'all. Dismissed. How do you get a judge to dismiss paternity
that part,
suits
Angie B.
instead of finding out the paternity? It doesn't even make sense, do it, y'all. Ramir claimed the mogul and his team committed fraud upon multiple courts, misrepresented facts, and exploited legal systems in multiple jurisdictions to suppress Ramir's paternity claim and prevent legal accountability, y'all. It's so many lawsuits taking place toward Jay-Z and Beyonce right now. It doesn't even make sense.
That's crazy.
He also suggested Jay-Z's celebrity played a role in the cases being dismissed. One case in New Jersey was dismissed after a judge found it not have jurisdiction over Jay-Z, according to a 2015 report from Page 6, y'all. This is just how long this guy been trying to get justice to find out who his daddy is. Ramir also accused Jay-Z of constantly refusing to submit a DNA test, which they're making him do it now, okay, y'all? He said he has chosen instead to obstruct and manipulate the legal system, the legal process. Ramir claimed his car was, oh my God, pow 6 times, which he took as a clear message intended to silence him. Wait a minute, y'all. Jay-Z gonna go to jail.
Girl, go
for
ahead.
this.
Slow down.
This is crazy. I didn't know about this. Now I heard about his him leaving a weapon in his car. He got somebody to put a weapon in his son's car so that he can set him up, and he had police
giving those
on
vibes,
standby.
Jenny.
So when he came out, that they would pull up.
Giving
on
those
him.
vibes,
Okay,
right?
y'all. Now Ramir is claiming that Jay-Z had his car Piled up 6 times, y'all. This is crazy. In this suit, Ramirez said he was not seeking back child support, but damages from Jay-Z.
Hold on. And before I go any further, before I get messages left in my inbox and stuff on here from from the Camel Face supporters and stuff, let me before y'all even come in there acting out of fashion. First of all, let me remind you, guys still working on me, so be careful what you say. Secondly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: if Ramir is lying or don't have a case, then why are you going to a person? I'm talking about Camel Face now. Why is he going to the extreme of planting some heat on his front seat so the police can pull him over? If he don't have anything to hide, why is he having this young man who is claiming to be his son? Why is he having his car up for? That's you doing a lot of work to cover up something. Tiffany said because he is EVIL. She is so right. My little brother said hashtag things that make you go, Just think. Because I know I'm going to get it. I know as soon as the show ends, I'm going to have about 10 minutes. Well, that's not true. That's not right. He's lying. This happened. Listen, come on, man. Long before there was a Cockefeller Records, his mom already stated that Camel Face went by the name Rock. Before we even had Cockefeller Records, before we even had Cockaware, all of that. So come on, just miss me with it. I'm just trying to tell you, you come in my inbox, and you start talking reckless. Expect to get reckless back. You know, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna sit here and be intentionally ignorant for nobody. But I am gonna try to put the stuff in front of you and let you know. Just follow the breadcrumbs, man. You know, you just got to stop looking at these people as idols. Hey, Rudy, you feeling better? Are you ready for a nap? Okay, I'll be in a second. You just got to you got to stop idolizing these people and thinking that they can't do any wrong. And shout out to Dimple Cheeks, like she said, everything is not about money. You know, Natty said, yes, we are healing, not healed. Approach carefully. You, girl, when I tell you, you hit the nail right on the head, you know? And it's hot outside, so, you know.
For his alleged actions over the years. Specifically, he said he suffered harm due to the wrongful dismissal of the paternity suit seeking child support and college funds. In addition, he said he suffered emotional and psychological distress, anxiety, public embarrassment, and stress induced health and mental health complications. His caretaker denied all claims of wrongdoing. The judge has yet to rule on the matter. Jay-Z has
thank you for
been
that. Go
married
popular.
to Beyonce
I appreciate
since
that, Tiffany.
2008. The superstar couple have 3 children: Blue Ivy Carter, born in 2012, and twins Rumi and Sir Carter, born in 2017. Okay, y'all, it's going down. Nicki Minaj has criticized Jay-Z this week on social media. She brought up Ramirez's paternity claims while tweeting about the rapper. So I'm sure that's getting a lot of attention just from, I'm just saying, y'all, Nicki Minaj talking about it. This ninja, one minute you saying that he's harassing you, and the next minute you calling his phone, asking him to give you more time, begging him, since the judge is not listening to what you got to say. Now you got your lawyer harassing him and his caretaker. Okay, his
And look, you don't reserve the right to say that Ramirez even harassing him when Ramirez's godmother has already stated to us that you've had people park down the street, walk through neighbors' yards, and come up on their house, man. Like, yo, that's harassment. That's harassment. You know? I don't know. I'm thinking that caretaker. I mean, I know he lives with his grandmother. So I don't know if they're talking about when they say caretaker. I don't know if they're talking about the grandmother or if they're talking about um his mother's best friend. That's like his godmom. That's who he stayed with after his mom passed away. And that's the time that he wanted to bring Camel Face wanted to bring him up to New York and put him to work at Cockefeller Records, but the godmother said no because he was still in high school.
godmother, you got the judge. I mean, you got your lawyer harassing them now, saying, please, can y'all give us more time for
Tippy said, I feel
instead
like
of rushing
RC
this?
Nation is part of
The
the
judge
MOB.
gave you that date.
I can see that.
And as far as
I can agree
Ramirez
with that.
concerned and his caregiver or whatever, they sticking to that date. They ain't thinking about nothing you gotta say, Jay-Z. So this is gonna be interesting to see how the judge, rules on this, because the judge say you are going to answer to him by the 18th. And if he don't answer to him, it's gonna be some, a further I'm just saying, y'all, situation going on with this. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Jay-Z is scared out of his mind. What is going to happen when this DNA test is done, y'all? Is there gonna be some charges against him? And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask my subscribers, because I know I got some thug thizzles out here. I don't know what year that he got powed at 6 times, but
Roast Sparks are built different.
Commercial. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm reading comments. Somebody said, "Prepare for what? Since when do you prepare for a DNA test?" That's exactly what we've been saying, right? Like, come on. Woo. Angie B says the next artist who wins a Grammy will thank Beehive for them being born. Look, when I saw the headline that Solange was trying to or putting the voodoo out on Nicki, allegedly, I automatically thought about B. I'm like, because people say that she's a bridge, a W. She don't fly on the broom, but she's one of them, and it's amazing how a lot of this stuff all come together.
can Jay-Z be charged for that? I mean, this was crazy. First, he got a weapon put in his car, and then the police on standby watching his car. So when he comes to the car, he gonna try to arrest him. They have to go to the video footage to show if somebody to prove his bosses and everything pull the camera footage, and they showed on the camera that somebody put that weapon in Ramirez's car. And had that police waiting so they can come in there and arrest him, y'all. That's how he beat the charges. Other than that, he ain't had no kind of trouble. He don't get in trouble or nothing like that. But Jay-Z wanted to see this man in jail before he accepted him. This is a dirty mother hubbard. I'm telling y'all, he's dirty. When Jack White said that Jay-Z is worse than P. Diddy, he is. I don't even think, I'm just going to put it out, I don't even think P. Diddy would have dodged his own child like that. He liked collecting keys.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
ain't no way in the world. I don't even think P. Diddy would have did his own flesh and blood the way Jay-Z is doing his. This is crazy. This is crazy. Not only that, if you think about his daughter, and if it ever...
Well, other than Gina, because we know he stumped the baby out of her, and he paid for Mary J to have hers terminated.
come out about his daughter, that she's alive, and he's taking care of this grown woman out of the spotlight, and he's still not claiming her. If this whole story just blows up in his face, and and the media and everything take out with the news and all of that, with this, it's going to be amazing to see what's going to happen with his daughter too. Is she going to disappear? Is he going to send her out the country somewhere so that nobody knows about her when everybody clearly knows about her? You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is some crazy stuff that you would take out your own flesh and blood just so you can keep him a secret. Okay, y'all? And I'm going to tell y'all, his daughter she better check, she better watch herself. She thinking that he love her and that he's taking care of her on the side and this and that and this, and she don't care about being in the spotlight and this and that and this. But he didn't have you hidden for so long. Don't be surprised when you come up missing. Because when this hits the fan, you think your story is not going to come out, even if you don't want it to. It's still going to come out. And Shinika is going to hit the fan.
As it should.
And I'm wondering if he do that DNA test and everything come clear that he's the father, is the daughter going to want to spend time with her brother? And I wonder how Blue Ivy feel about this when they find out, oh, they got a half brother.
Thank you for that. I love you so much.
What if they want to spend time with him? You know what I'm saying?
I love you so much.
Really interesting. But I'm hoping and praying that Ramir have enough sense to not want to have anything to do with Jay-Z whatsoever. Even if he do want to be around his half sisters and brothers and this and that and this, I would stay away from Jay-Z as far as I could. Okay? Yes. And I don't think I would have anything to do with Beyonce kids at all. I would be afraid to meet up with them. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't trust the daughter. Jay-Z has had her wrapped around his finger, and she has stayed and okay, for a long time. And I'm not saying that, you know, she I don't know her to say she'll set him up, but I'm going to say this. I would just be on the safe side and not deal with her. Because who's to say that she won't be like, oh, I'll meet you such and such a place, and you get taken out.
Thank you for the heart, me baby.
And Jay-Z give her a bonus.
Thank you.
Because he's already giving her money and taking care of her. So this is going to get ugly real fast, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Jay-Z is scrambling right now. He is begging the judge. He is begging Ramir. And he is begging his caretaker. The people that he has been running from for years, he is now calling them on the phone, trying to get them to answer the phone. And they are slamming the phone in his face, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
Thank you. Shout out to Ms. Lowdown for the good content. I didn't know that, Big Bro. I thought I knew Fat Joe was in some hot water now for it. Angie B says B isn't there no more. Sasha took over a long time ago. Oh, she's Sasha Fierce now. Okay. That's crazy. But listen, listen. We're going to keep our eye on it, and it's countdown to July 18th. It's countdown to July 18th because I want to see. Amy said Miss Lowdown brings the receipts. Yes, she do. She is nothing to play with. Look, next time I get to Dallas, Texas, man, I want to try to see if I can meet her because I love her content, man. And I mean, she just don't play. She just don't play. Like you said, she bring the receipts, you know? We on countdown watch. July 18th. I want to see if he doesn't show up, what happens. Or if he shows up, I want to see how he's going to try to finesse it, you know? I can't wait, man. I can't wait. But once again, we come to the end of another episode of Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. I want to thank you all for joining me. Your presence is my gift. I appreciate it. I've had fun like we always do. Just a couple of reminders before we hang up. Before we end the show.
Another headline screen.
Remember to go and follow my channel on YouTube, G Smooth 404. If you miss any past Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It episodes, you can find them on there. Follow Global Impact Wrestling TV on YouTube. Like I said, we are on a hiatus for now. But when Scott gets better, our friend Scott gets better, he'll start running shows again. Let's remember, go and follow Tay Retta Vision Films on YouTube. Watch the hottest new web series out right now on YouTube, Dope Girls. Your self-proclaimed favorite host and news reporter is a star on the show by the name of Stacks. I was talking to the producer the other day. He's like, man, look, Stacks on fire, man. You on fire. It's like I didn't even write the show up like this, but you just taking over. I said, man, it's about the girls. It's about the girls. It's their show. He said, I know, but you and everybody talking about Stacks. So yo, if you've been watching the show, if you watched the debut show, the first show we had, thank you. I appreciate the support. Don't forget, on Tuesday, we blessing y'all with 2 episodes. One at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM Eastern Standard Time, and one at 8:30. So tune in and watch Dope Girls on YouTube. Shout out to my little brother Matthew Collins for the hot theme song. You did that. Don't forget, go and support Whistleblower for Justice organization. It's an organization that I am a proud brand ambassador of. And we stand for providing legal representation for inmates who are falsely or unjustly incarcerated and who are filing appeals for their cases. We also bringing awareness to corruption amongst prison guards and correctional officers and the unsafe and dangerous conditions that our inmates are housed in. In addition, we're partnering up with organizations and companies that have agreed to give inmates that are being released from incarceration an opportunity to work, increase their quality of life, get reacclimated with society, help them become productive citizens, and also to lessen their chances of reoffending. Tiffany says, I know you were cut from a different cloth. Thanks, y'all. Hey, I appreciate that, Tiffany. I just try to do right, you know? I appreciate that. Thank you so much for those compliments. Thank you so much, Bessie. Thank you for being here as well. Once again, I love you all. This has been your favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, reporting from the newsroom. And now we're signing off from it. You all enjoy your weekend. Be safe. God bless. And I love you to life.